Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Expert Insights, organized by MCOB, which stands for Allied Muslim Chamber of Business. MCOB is a membership-based social enterprise with a mission to create a thriving Muslim business community. It's the power of collective wisdom, continued learning, and thought leadership brought together for Muslims by Muslims. Our core belief is that business leaders thrive when they have access to a supportive community of peers who challenge and inspire each other. Today, our guest is Humayun Kabeer. Brother Humayun is Senior Manager with Helping Hand for Relief and Development. We will be sharing with us information about planned giving. Welcome, Brother Humayun.
Thank you, Kashyap. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Please share with us a little bit about HHRD.
As the name says, is Helping Hand for Relief and Development. We are an international nonprofit organization. We are part of a movement in USA, more commonly known as ICNA, Islamic Circle of North America. They founded Helping Hand in 2005 after the calamity in Pakistan, the biggest flood Pakistan faced in that year. Before this time, ICNA has been working internationally and locally as ICNA Relief. But started 2005, we developed two wings. One does the local US international, where Helping Hand for Relief and Development comes in. We have, to do this, we raise funds in US and we take our funds outside US in 60 plus countries all over the globe. Wherever there is a natural or a man-made disaster, we are usually the second or the third responder. We do relief work for about 30 to 90 days, depending on the situation. And in some places, we have been doing relief work for years, like Syria and Gaza, because 90 days is not enough, because still the situation there, we all know what it is. So we do, and after that, we go developmental project. We have about 17 plus projects doing it. So for detail-wise and plan giving being the newest initiative we started 2 years ago. So visit our website at hhrd.org/plangiving or hhrd.org, and you'll get more information on us, inshallah.
All right, thank you. So let's talk about planned giving. What is planned giving?
If I can share my screen, Kashyap, right?
Sure.
You can see my slides. Yes, no, maybe?
Not yet.
Apologize for the delay. I thought I was ready, but it's taking a minute. So planned giving, basically, just like the name says while it's uploading, planned giving is a gift which a donor or a prospective donor can give in their lifetime to the nonprofit. But actual gift is actually delivered to us. Most of those gifts are delivered to us after our life. So what we commonly call in our Islamic language is making a will, state plans, making a waqf, setting up an endowment, giving through DAF, giving stocks to the organization. 2 years ago, we developed this program, started planned giving. After some of us in pandemic years, we got ourselves certified as professional plan givers through Indiana University, where Dr. Sharikh is the lead instructor and founder of that institute, which is Islamic philanthropy, Muslim philanthropy. So he introduced us to this program. We started in 2021. We decided that we need to go and spend time and advertise and set up ourselves for planned giving. We started the plan giving, we started endowment, and at the same time, we started a capital campaign, which is again in my portfolio. It's not directly related to it, but it's kind of come hands in hands. Whenever we do some major projects internationally, infrastructure-wise or something like that, we do capital campaigns and launch a campaign. So we are building a hospital, which will be, inshallah, inaugurated in 2025 rather, spring or summer of 25. So I'll briefly touch about it through my presentation on that.
All right. Yes.
Now you can see my presentation.
Yes,
right?
we can see the presentation. So please go ahead.
So what is plan giving? Like I said, plan giving is planning your endowment, giving it through your endowment, planning your will, estate plan, and including a nonprofit. Here, by default, I'll encourage our listeners include Helping Hand for Relief and Development as their beneficiary in their wills, estate plans, and when they set up their trust and endowments. Why Helping Hand or definition of plan giving is giving something to a charity where you can get tax benefits and help the charity or the nonprofit sustain themselves, or do longer projects where, because the funds ideally in plan giving in these vehicles are 10 times larger than one can give in their lifetime, because it's multiplied through the years and grow through the years, and then we get it towards the end of somebody's life, which could be anywhere. We know that it could be as early as we are born or as late as 100 plus years. May Allah give us all a long life. The purpose of it is basically what our purpose is to make our organization sustainable, so we don't have to worry about where our operational cost is coming from. And when the donors gives us some donations, 100% can go to the field. Impact definitely would be that we will sustain this organization for a lifetime, and then we'll be able to even do more projects. Endowment is a bigger part of it, where we have set up an endowment. Right now, we have about 4 million plus endowment in 2 years. It's growing at a pace of 12 to 16%. We are working with Azad Asset Management. They are managing our endowment. We put it on a regular basis as we get our funds through our DAF or stock programs. We put it in endowment, grow it. Our purpose of that endowment is that first we will eliminate our US operational cost, which is a huge chunk. And then eventually, as it keeps on growing, we'll eliminate all our program costs, because like I said, we have 12 plus program throughout the globe. We are doing it. It takes a significant amount of the donations to manage those programs, to have the staff, to have the infrastructure, and then not only do those programs, but sustain those programs on a longer period, so that family who's getting benefit of it can grow steadily and stand up on their own feet, on their own legs, instead of always relying on a helping hand like us.
For HHRD, what would be the size of endowment that would take care of all the operational cost?
Initially, what we have estimated is anywhere from $60 to $70 million will eliminate our US operational cost, which is in millions. Unfortunately, we are one of the very cautious spenders in nonprofit, as our fate tells us that we need to be very cautious where we spend the money, and we try to take most of our money in the field. So we are taking currently about 10 to 12% of every dollar comes to us as an admin cost. So we want to eliminate that. And experts at Azad Asset Management said initially we had set up a goal at 100 million, but they figured it out, and so they said we can achieve what we need. It's about $11 million if we reach about 70 plus and minus million. It all depends as the state and the market goes. But that's our estimate, is that around 70 million, we should be able to eliminate our US operational cost.
Okay, sure.
So, as I said, the endowment is a bigger part of it. That's where we are doing. Again, you can always go to our website, hhrd.org/endowment, to make donations. It could be any amount of donations, starts with $5, $10 to as much. Usually DAF, bequest, our stock options, cryptos are a very good options, and that's where we are getting most of our funds currently, without doing much marketing. So that's one vision. Again, like I said, eliminate the US operational cost, then program management cost, and then eventually go into make endowment for every single program, orphan support, water for life, skill development, and we go on it. Infrastructure, we do a lot of it. So just as an example is, if somebody gives a $10,000 endowment, could support Helping Hands operational cost today and expand our impact to our beneficiaries, like I said, through orphan support and educational programs. Wills, your legacy and your will, it's in Islam, being a Muslim, it's our utmost important. There are hadiths, there are ayats that we should not take another breath without completing our will. It's that important. But unfortunately, the study shows that 80% of us do not have our wills when we die. So our kids, our family members are left strangling what to do, how to do, where to go, and whatnot. And if you don't have a will, just to add a little bit of it, it costs a lot being in US, anywhere from $8,000 or plus, and it takes sometimes years, depending on what you have, how you had set up, and how you have left it. So because you have to go to the probate court, and in US, if we don't have anything, we can't support anything. Probate court, the US government takes it, and then they decide and give whatever back and whatnot. But if we have the wills, knowing the judge, knowing in the probate court, if we go to it, ask the first question is, okay, you are a Muslim, do you have a will? Did Humayun had a will? And if my family can produce the will, the court will close the case right there and there. The will is made. They recognize the will, and this is how his estate will be distributed. So we are good to go there. So encourage everybody listening to prepare a will, to establish your estate, or set up a trust. How we do that? It's pretty simple. There are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given a lot of benefits and encouraged a lot of our Muslim brothers and sisters to set up programs. There are many programs out there. There are many do-it-yourself programs out there where you can do your will and state plans according to Sharia. You can even make your trust online with the comfort of your home if you have the knowledge of it. Helping Hand for Relief and Development went a little bit ahead and made it a little bit more easier. We have partnered with ShariaWiz.com, who is one of the platforms available to all of us to do your wills and state plans yourself. I did my will, a trial will through ShariaWiz. It took me 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't have too much, but alhamdulillah, what I have, it took me 20 minutes. Very simple. It refers to Sharia laws, regulations of how we should distribute our wills. It has answered all the questions on the will. You can tab a question button and it will explain where they are coming from, why it's being done this way. So that's one option. The other option is if you want to do it yourself, cold turkey. A lot of brothers and sisters I've spoke to, they are knowledgeable and they want to do it themselves. We have on our website a document provided to you by religious scholars, have looked at it, 3-4 different religious scholars. It's a do-it-yourself, step-by-step, 8-page document. If you follow that document, you will be able to write your own will without getting any professional advice and things like that. And the other one is we offer to our donors a free will option. There's an organization called US-based, American-based. It's a non-Sharia, non-Islamic organization, to put it out there. But it offers free will opportunities that you can go to freewill.com, make your will, and you're good to go. If you're knowledgeable how you want to distribute your will, you can keep that document I referred to, which is available on our website. Keep it next to you and go through free will and get your free will made, make your free estate plans and whatnot. If you need help, they are providing financial and professional support, professional support to you to do it that way. Wills and estate plans is a sadqa jariya. It helps you reduce the cost of current life, eliminates a good chunk of your tax in your life, and its advantages to your family members on the later on. Stability, financial benefits for a beneficiary is that we'll be able to support more families, and we'll be able to establish or do our projects on a longer period if we know what we are getting, so we can plan accordingly. Like I spoke about Free Will, we signed up with them as they are marketing for us. We signed up with them in March. From March to now, through their marketing, we haven't done anything on their website because it's a non-Sharia base. So we don't want to use that a lot. With their marketing, we have got about 91 donors or individuals have come through us. And we are estimating right now as an IOU through that website about $21 million. We don't want to wish any one of us to leave this world, but reality is we do. In the last 3 days, I have gone to, it's a fortunate that we get that opportunity to bury our brothers and sisters. So I've gone to 3 janazas ranging from 80 years old till 10 years old. So we know how liquid our life is, that we can pass away any time, any moment. That's, I'm doing it. And the benefit for HHRD is we'll be supported, we'll be here for longer time, where we won't have to worry about, okay, cut Humayun's salary or cut Humayun's position because we didn't raise enough money. Because right now we totally rely running this organization on your donations. 100% is relied on it. So we want to eliminate that so we can plan better, so we don't have to worry about it every year, that how we're going to support X number of staff members or even X number of projects. At times we had to cut the projects, what we had planned to do, because we didn't get enough money. So that will all help us, help the organization go a little bit longer, do a little bit more, and to create more sadqa jariyas for all of you. Again, there's a real life example. It's 50,000 endowment has provided annual scholarships for orphans through various organizations, what we have researched and read about. Through a will, a family was able to donate a farmland and now funds a school in Pakistan. So these are all examples I have found online by making a sadqa jariya, by including a non-profit organization in your wills, state plans, or trust, or set up a trust for that organization or endowment for those organizations. How do you get started? Like through the talks I have mentioned, there are documents and legal professionals available. Draft documents, you can include Helping Hand into your beneficiaries or any other organizations. There are many. There are numbers tells us there are more than 30,000 plus international NGOs registered in US. It's only international NGOs, let alone local, plenty of them. Every corner, there's a local organization doing these great works. So call for action, join us. Securing a better future for ourselves, for our families, and more so is for the less fortunate families who are put into a situation where, and then here I'll quote another saying and an hadith from our Prophet. I'm going to paraphrase it. It's there. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts somebody in an azmaish, put somebody in a difficult situation, put somebody in a test, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or those families don't need us, don't need our money. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised them, He put them in a situation, He will get them out. Because He's putting us in a situation for a test to see how we react, how we do, what we do with that. For doing all these charities, we are helping ourselves, our personal self, for the life after, because sadqa jariya, we eliminate all our sins and all our unfortunate things, what we do and whatnot. So leave a legacy of compassion and care. Help HHRD to secure itself. Visit our website at hhrd.org/plangiving and do it. Like I said, we have partners with Azad Asset Management who's available to consult with you. We have Sharia Wiz, Brother Abid Awaz available. He has 20 years experience. And then we have Free Will available there. And then I have on our website, we have a dozen professionals throughout the state, US, who have vouched for us that they will help and support our donors to help wills, to write wills, state plans, and create trust, or consult with you how you want to do what you want to do. So this is, in short, about Helping Hands, what we do, what we are doing to sustain ourselves longer, inshallah.
Yeah. No, inshallah. And you guys are doing great work, the overall organization and the work that you are doing. And through planned giving and also with the endowment fund, like endowment fund is a key today for any organization to be sustainable. Like those days are gone that where we have on the organizations are running just because they are getting donations every year, and the cycle starts every January 1st that they have to go back and generate those funds. Now, alhamdulillah, within our community, the organizations have grown to a level that it's hard to generate 10, 15 million just to take care of the operational cost. And planned giving, through planned giving is a vehicle for the endowment fund that can sustain the organization for the next 100, 200 years. And so it's definitely the work that you guys are doing. It's commendable, and the vehicles that you are using to increase and sustain your capacity is definitely a way to go. So I would encourage everyone listening and watching to make a number one will is important. It is, as you mentioned, like if there is anything that in our inheritance that would last more than 3 days, we have to have a will. And so that's like commanded in our religion. And with that, if you put HHRD or any other organization of your liking in the planned giving, so when you pass away, then it becomes a sakajariya for you. So, inshallah, thank you so much, Brother Humayun, for sharing all this knowledge here. And anything else you would like to say before we close?
Like I said, it's people are very. I have been with Helping Hand for 13 years, just to add. So this has become my passion career, and I will not change it for any amount. There's no amount I can put on it. So it's a very blessed opportunity Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the community and the organization have provided me to serve you all, to take some of the wealth to the less fortunate and make their life a little bit better as Sadaqah Jariyah. Like in the beginning, I said, we are also doing a capital campaign, building a hospital known as Karachi Institute of Neurological Diseases and Rehabilitation. It's a unique, one of its kind, the first specialized full service hospital for neurological diseases. It will be based in Karachi, which will have 300 beds, 500-seat auditorium for training, coaching, and seminars. We will provide the degree certifications to anybody who wants to get into the neurological field. We'll have seminars, we'll have research, and then we'll have 130 satellites units throughout Pakistan to reach those services through everybody else. Dr. Wase, who's head of the Department of Neurology or a professor at Aga Khan University in Karachi, he's heading that project for us. We are in construction mode, and first phase, like I said, will be opened in spring or summer of 2025. So I encourage you all to visit that. Now it's my passion that it couldn't be a more Sadaqah Jariyah to help and support. And here I will name Shaukat Khanam, I'll name Indus Hospital, SIUT Hospital. There are many hospitals our expatriates have funded and managed to run to make life better in Pakistan. Help us so we can do these projects not only in Pakistan, in many other countries. Syria needs it, Gaza needs it, Palestine needs it, Afghanistan needs it, Bangladesh needs it. I can go on and on naming countries where we have lost so much, some to our own faults or own mistakes, I call it, or through natural disasters. So that's what I'm going to say. Let's visit HHRD. You'll find ample of enough venues and opportunities to make a Sadqa Jariya and help and make your life better for the life after in your current life. It's a big statement, but this is what it is.
All right. No, thank you so much. Thank you for spending your time with us today and sharing your knowledge regarding planned giving and sharing with us what HHRD is doing. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Kashif Bhai, for making an AMCOB and making a big difference in our Islamic community. That so much of our resources are coming together, and I attend as many meetings I can on a weekly basis. And AMCOB is a very blessed, and I'm blessed to be part of your team and your organization and movement. I call it, it's a movement to make our life better.
Yes, it is definitely a movement. Thank you for being part of it. All right. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.